my god, what a nightmare that was. So, for anyone who comes in, I can see people there, but no one's commented. I'm just going to get on with this because this was supposed to be my bit of, you know, calmness, even though that was bonkers. Stressed me out a little bit because I'm not used to stuff like that, so I'm glad it's just back on. I think the audio's back on. I'm just going to, So we'll see if anyone comes in, you can tell me. But I'm just going to check myself. So we'll see if anyone comes in, you can tell me. But I'm just going to check myself. So yeah, I am there. So I'm just going to carry on. This was the dragon from yesterday. And I'm just going to do a bit of my artwork because I believe it's healing. And I can't remember what I entitled it. It's not called the dragon. That's just gone up from yesterday, which I will change as soon as this goes up after the live. I think I called it Starlight. It's supposed to be like higher self. Actually, I'm going to put my little doodle book now because I put this one in. I know Rainbow Wizard said something about card inspired picture, which you could say that with the star I got the other day, but higher self. What I'm putting up after higher selves, because that's what really we're all ascending to in these times of confusion and everything that's going on around the world. But that's okay. So what I got in this morning was, and I've got my chakra cup. Thought I'd have that even though it's gone cold really. I'm just gonna go over to, so I'm just going to carry on as if, you know, I'm just here with myself. And get my pens out. So today, I'm not going to do it on this page. I'll do something else on this page just because all the pens come through. I'm just getting my pens ready. Which are, I love these pens. It is a Uniball roller fine pen and they're waterproof and I absolutely love these. I first found these in Morrison's and I get them online now, but I've lost one. I've lost a brand new one somewhere, but anyway, so I'm not going to do it on this page. And then obviously I've got the good old biro. I've got these sort of old, I can't remember what these are, and some white jelly pens, but I'm just going to go in ink. I have drawn out this morning as I was getting up to go on a school run the basis of what I was going to do. You can probably see bits of it, but you're probably not going to see it properly till I ink it up with my pen. Just rubbing a bit out so it's not so dark so the pen can go over. This one's called, I was going to put Earth Star, which I'm going to put Earth Star down here because you'll see the picture emerge, but it is about higher self and being your higher self as we transition to our higher selves, which is coming out of fear, all the good stuff we're all talking about, most people talk about, basically just becoming a better person, a good person, a loving and compassionate person, and not really falling into the ego trap. So I'm going to just get drawing, get a little bit of music on, and we'll see what emerges. And anyone sitting about can say hi if you sat in, or can just watch. I know there's 3 people there, but no one's saying anything, but that is fine. So let's see, get that one on. And we'll get a bit of heart chakra going in the morning. I do think this is what I would have done this morning when I'd actually got on, but I've got on at a later time, but I got there in the end, and that's what it's all about. Intention. Hi Claudia, I've just got on late because I was faffing around. I'm absolutely rubbish on computer, but I'm learning, so I'm just going to get drawing. I can't really see chat much, but the lighting in here is a bit light with the sun, but I'm just going to carry on. I'm going to move you guys over there. It might be early for some people, but I'm just going to carry on doing my process, and you can see what comes up with the title's wrong. Like I said, it's just come up. I'll change it after. I need to learn how to do that, but this is about higher self, so I'm just going to get drawing and hopefully you can see. So let's begin. I hope you're doing well, Claudia. It would be better actually if I put my actual chat over here so I can actually see properly. So I'll stick the chat over there and I can see what, if anyone does come in. If not, you can check it out later. So we've got the lady here, or it could be a guy, it doesn't really matter. And this is us. But you'll see the story emerge anyway. I'll tell you the story when it's done. Sorry, the camera keeps going in and out. That's rubbish. I'm just putting earth in. We're coming out sort of like the centre of earth. It's not got details in, this will just be all outlined for now. She's holding a star. Because we're all stars. And she's smiling. We'll start getting a bigger picture. I'm just gonna switch this off a minute because I just need to go over here and say back in. Oh, the teething problems, eh? But I have to learn these things, so it took me a while to get on, but I got myself back on by my own, so that's good, you know. So yeah, so we'll go back again. Like I said, I've got to get used to things. So,
are you sick of Zoom sessions, spreadsheets?
I don't know. So let's carry on with the story. And this is just to watch and chill out to, so I'm just sharing how I get out of the monkey mind. And I will have to have a better angle coming from the other side. Maybe it's just that the wires will trail all across, so I'll have to figure that out at some point. Or what I'm going to do is try and get a new camera holder, because this isn't really to hold the camera, it's for a phone, and I can get one that comes above, so you'll be able to see directly from above me drawing from above without my hand being in the way. So just in case anyone wants to comment that, I will get that at some point when I get a little tripod. I did have one ages ago, I think I broke it, and I can do it that way so you can see the angle from up above instead of my hand in the way. But for now, this is how it's got to be. Hi Rainbow Wizard, I was just saying, it took me ages to get back on, but I did it. I'm not computerised at all. I had to ask my son, and then I managed to get myself back on. It's all about learning, and I did it. And I was just saying, I need to get a tripod that comes over the top so you can see what I'm doing from the top instead of my hand being in the way. I can't put the camera on the other side, though I might be able to put it behind me, maybe behind me, but I don't think the leads are long enough, so I'm not going to start messing with it now. It's just something I'll have to get. So this story is about higher self, an earth star. This is what I did this morning. I'm inking it up, so you will see the picture emerge. And then it was really funny because what Red Pill Phil's just been talking about, I was like, whoa, synchronicities. Everyone on their own path of enlightenment. And nobody's doing it right or wrong. You've just got to start releasing, which a lot of us are doing. We're releasing the old and other people's perceptions and beliefs and our own as well. So we've got this lady in the middle. Obviously it's a woman because I'm a girl, but it can be a man as well. And these faces in the background are like her higher self and beings and different things coming in that are helping us ascend as well. States of consciousness, this is what they represent. So hoping to guide us, our higher selves. You can see that. So it's just a time to sit back while I'm drawing. I'm just soaking the story that's going on in this picture and the intention of the story, which is our story. Little stars, because she's from the cosmos, so in her body bit that's in this section, she's got the stars which flows down here. I'm going to have to start doing these on a bigger scale, I believe. So we've got that going on. I like having the moon in because the moon represents intuitiveness. And we've all got that. We all have talents and we've all got powers and we've all got the same, really. We've just got to link into them. So, anyone telling you any different? Just don't want you to ascend, I would say. In your own power. So we've got the moon there. Off out in a bit, unfortunately, but the camera on the opposite side, maybe in front, diagonally across where you is now. Maybe laugh out loud. Yeah, the only thing is this holder doesn't go low enough for me to put on the table. I tried it last night. If I pull it round this way, the wires are everywhere, so I'm just gonna have to make do with it for now until I get a little tripod. We've got another face here looking at this person ascending, which a lot of people are doing at people. But this person's happy. This person isn't trying to pull someone's ascension down. They are happy. You know, they're doing theirs. They're watching other people. This is what I love to watch when I see people waking up in their own truth. And, you know, finding it beautiful. Not compared to the other picture I did the other day where it's all like energies and people like, oh, you know, not that way. And this is, I think this is just a being. It's got a long neck. It's not got hair on this one as I just drew it in this morning. So there you go, we've got that one going on. I'll keep holding it up, show you the picture when it's finished anyway. And then we've got Eyes of Consciousness, which I always do. This could represent the orbs and stuff, because it's all just consciousness. Everything being aware of self. But most people these days have got to be aware of themselves. Never mind being aware what's going on, also be aware of, as I keep saying, your actions, your thoughts and your words. Not only to yourself but to others as well. As I always state, even though people think it's repeating, but you do have to keep repeating it, we bring in what we are. So this is why I'm saying it's higher self coming in. You are a star, you are the light. You blast the light out, and that's what we're here to do in these times right now, which is very important with what's here and what's coming. We're not at the end of this, you could say, fight or fight of consciousness, or it's just the beginning, but the best is yet to come. Thank you, Claudia. I'm going to do a bit more on this lady over here. This is, you will see in a minute. And like I said, I did have Patreon up, it didn't work, I couldn't figure it out. I think I might be able to do it on here. The people over there, someone left, and I hope the other person did as well, but I'm going to try maybe to get that back up, because I may start, like I said, I wanted to do artwork where I can show you how to do this sort of art and sort of stuff I do. But if I can figure that out and I can actually get it up on here, I will do, but we'll see about that. So anyway, we're going to do this higher being now. She's a higher being, it's higher selves again, our higher self. She's got the third eye opened, as in, you know, the third eye going on. You know, we don't need to use these eyes. We've got our third eye and our mind's eye to see what's going on, especially within us, because that's our inner eye. So that's where the truth is anyway. That's where you feel it. You know, that's where you know the truth is. So not always shown with these eyes. That's why when people say, I need evidence, they need evidence out in the 3D, in the material world. And it's like, that's not where it is though. I was just saying that to Redfield Pill today, because we were talking about his stream that's just gone up today, because we've moved on. Talk about other things. And that's all linking up, synchronicities. So, you know, people shouldn't get, you know, a lot of people could come over in different religions and they get very, like, triggered by this, and it's like, it's your mind's eye. And if you don't believe it's there, you can go and actually, you know, do your research on actually knowing that that's, you know, in your pineal gland and all that sort of stuff. That's actually there by scientists, not that they tell all the truth and everything, as we all know, but it's not like it's not there. So, but it's more, we use it, we can use it more than, you know, they've been letting on. As we know, they hide a lot, and we don't need people to tell us that that's real, because we know it is anyway. So there she is. Yeah, thank you, Rainbow Wizard. See you again. So we're going to put her hair in, flowing over to these other beings over here. And I'll have to tell you a story on my doodles as well, what certain elements are in my pictures. And have been in them for a long time. You know, and that's why in paintings and people's artwork they do put eyes and different things, and maybe people put orbs as well, because it's what they're experiencing, and that's how people know they're having similar experiences or they're trying to express something. But we've got this going on here. She's there. Going to put her angel wings in now. I'm always drawing angels or representing. The wings represent to me higher self, ascension, raising up. Obviously, if you were flying, you'd be raising yourself up. So that's what it means to me, raising your states of consciousness. So we've got her going on here, and she's looking over at this one, ascending, which, like I said, is her. This is just a higher self's in many different dimensions. So quantum. She's got hearts coming off her hair because she's higher up in that frequency. She has love on her side and good intentions. So they're like dangling off her hair. My drawings are always whimsical, you know. I've got spaces here with bits and shapes, and I don't know what to put in them yet. So, oh yeah, she's got a crown on, because I said the other day, we are crowned. Wear your crown of Christed light consciousness. I've got circles here that I might do for planets, 7 chakras. And I think I'm going to put an eye in here because I've got an eye shape and I love drawing the eyes. So I'm going to do another eye. And people are like, oh my god. Because you could say source is watching, omnipresence in everything at all times and everywhere within and without us. So we've got that going on. Because what I'll do is I'll draw the outlines and I'll colour this in, or not colour it in, or do it in black and white. I'm not sure yet. Let's put some little sparks coming off the star, because we are all a spark of God. And if you think about the star is the Star of David, you've got the triangle up. Oh no, I've done the star the other way around, and I've not got this. No, it isn't. Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, 5. I should have had 6, the Star of David, but it can represent the Star of David. Would have had 1 in there, and it would have been the Merkaba. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So she's got her crown on, Christed light. Hi Robert. What else might I do just before I go? I'm going to put in some. I'm just going to put in some flowers or something down here. I'll just put what I feel. I'm going to put a sunflower because a sunflower represents joy. And it's a very high spiritual flower as well. To me it represents the sun, joy. They grow tall to the sun. They're yellow as well, abundance colour and joy colour. So I'm going to just sort of draw quickly a sunflower. Just quickly representing a sunflower. For the joy and abundance we are all in. Now, if you choose to be. As I've been saying, we can all live abundantly. And that's not just to do with money, so it's health, joy, laughter, love, compassion, all them good things. So I'm just going to draw this in here. You can see. I'll put more details in later because I can't be hanging around on here all day. But I'm glad that I just got to grips with streaming, and that's helping me learn as well, because I've been saying for ages I need to learn, and I did it. I got myself back on. What else? Oh, yeah, we've got the, might as well put these different planets in, not in any order or anything, but whatever's going on here. Maybe a few stars like that in the background. But we've got that going on. So the picture is taking form, higher self. We're ascending, you know, with Earth, because this being lady is coming out of the Earth. We're not like moving from it, ascending with Earth, because this is a, I'm going to write Earth Star. We've got the connection in there with the star. We are connected below, we are connected above, as above so below, as within so without. I'm going to put a heart chakra there. We are the stars, not these false lights as in celebrities. We are the stars and we are shining them bright, and we are anchoring this light to earth. Our higher self is watching, or higher selves, different dimensions, energies, beings, whatever, are all eyes on, watching this ascension of earth happen. You know, but we're doing it ourselves. How do we do that? Hi Kelly Jones. Hi Kelly Jones, how do we do that? We have to go back in the love mode. And like I said, and I will repeat again and again, that is putting your ego in check and coming back to love and coming away from ego. It's not killing the ego off, it's just letting it know it's not in control. It's been in control for a long time. And learning to get in that human self and learning to be human with the compassion, and coming out of survival mode basically, and learning to be a better person every day, which is what I always say. And it's hard, it's not easy. I was saying to someone the other day, I'm saying it's not easy. I said no, it's not. It's one of the hardest things you can do, because it's easier to go back in fight mode and survival mode, because it's easier. And a lot of energies that are in that energy, a lot of people that are in that energy, it feeds them, like, what would you call it? It does feed them, but it feeds a lot of adrenaline, and that's why they like to do that. It's easy to get caught up in all that, and that's what we're moving away from. We're moving away from reacting, and we're moving into responding, or not really responding, just having a response of reflecting and going, do I really need to react to that? You know, because we do react. I reacted to something the other day. No, it wasn't a reaction actually. Sorry, the wrong word. I responded to something the other day on someone else's channel. When we did a live stream was it last week? Can't remember. And I did actually respond to someone yesterday who is in a different energy, to respond to that person, to let them know that, you know, hi Indigo Rays, that they're not right about what they're doing and saying, but maybe it's right for them. But at the end of the day, I can let it go. And that's what we're all learning to do, release and let go and move forward and flow. So, you know, but people have got to realise you are allowed to, there's a massive difference with responding and reacting, and what we're trying to do is not reacting the way we used to, and not get caught up in the first reaction of anger, blah blah blah, whatever it is. Sit back and think, do I really need to do that? Or if you're going to respond, sit back and think, how are you going to respond? Not in, like, I've seen responses over the time where I remember a person ages ago was putting stuff out, and every time someone went to respond to what they were putting out, because they're allowed to respond because the person was putting something out, and it was a guy, they'd always come back with swear words. It was always like personal attacks, like about their physical appearance or something like that. It was always really, really nasty. That isn't a high vibration. That person ended up, because they were putting a lot of rubbish out, and the way they came back at people, because like I said, it's a difference in responding and reacting, with throat cancer, and you don't wish that on anyone, but that's what came back to them. And I was like, well, isn't that funny when someone's spouting something and that's what they ended up with? And I was like, wow. Like, when I found out, I was like, wow, you bring in your own karma. So that's all I can say. So yeah, I'll put hearts here, because this person's looking up with, or this being with, yeah, we're glad that person's rising. We can see that person ascending every day. It's not out of hate, it's out of love. And someone said to me the other day, said, oh, hi Colin. Someone said the other day, oh, through watching your YouTube, we can tell that you've changed so much, and you know, because we're all working on ourselves. And they said, you can tell there's such a difference, you know, and I am working on it, you know. Like I said, it doesn't mean it's easy, but it's what we've got to do. So we've got the Earth Star down here, we've got this going on. I'm wondering, what else shall I put in today? I like to fill in the little spots, you see. I'm going to put in, hi everybody in chat. I might change pens actually. Do a bit of biro. And like I said, I know you can't see properly because my hand keeps getting in the way, but I'm going to try and get a tripod so I can do it over the top so you can see what I'm doing. There's the cross. Realms. Right, I'm just thinking what I might put in. Oh yeah, I'm going to have a bird. We've got to have maybe a Nana or Jack going on, so I'm going to draw this in biro. Hopefully. But these birds I do, they're meant to be a representation of, it's not really Jack or Nana, when they have fatter bellies, which this one hasn't. When I went to France once and I saw, and I was in awe when I saw a hummingbird, so I love hummingbirds, they're so small, like little, oh my god, they're so cute. So when I draw these birds with the long beak, it's supposed to be representing a hummingbird sort of thing in my style, with a bit of a curly tuft on his head. But I'm going to put this in there. But yeah, hummingbirds are so cute. And very, very special spiritually. So we've got a little hummingbird here, so we'll have to put like music notes or something. Harmony. Put that in there. I think I'll get my felt tip out and just put a bit of my marker, because we'll have a bit of if I can find it. You know, whenever I've had little coffee donations, I've just put it towards pens and things so I can do this and bring it in. So I'm just going to go over my marker, because I do run out my felt tips. So we've got the eye there going on. Oh, is Christine Craig in? Craig's World is in. Hi, I'm just doing a bit of a drawing and I'll explain it in a minute. I'm not going to be doing all of it, but I'm doing bits. What else? Oh yeah, let's get some butterflies in. We always like the butterflies in for ascension, transformation, which we're all going through. Still going through. Will be going through. Still a lot of work that needs doing on ourselves, and that's okay. So I'm going to have 3. Trinity 3. Mind, body and spirit. So we'll put them there. I'll draw them in. Oh, thank you, Claudia. Thank you, that's much appreciated. You didn't have to, but I don't know why I say that, because it's always like you're like, but thank you. Thank you so much for being you. Hope this will help towards travel. Oh, thank you. Oh, as you're saying that, my battery's going on there, so if it goes, I'll go back on the other one. Thank you, I will put it towards that, because I was just saying to people, this ring light thing, which was just a cheap thing, you're supposed to put your what is it, your phone on there, but I don't really use it for that. I just used it for the ring light, and I've had to stick my camera for this on there very precariously, whatever the word is, because it's not really meant for it. So when I'm drawing like this, I know my hand's in the way and you can't see, but if I get a tripod that I can connect that to, that stands right over this picture, you're going to be able to see it without my hands in the way more from a different angle, which is better than this. So thank you very much, Claudia. Thank you for the support. And yeah, we'll get that, and then we can get sorted, because I am going to be doing more arty videos. And I think, was it you, Claudia? I can't remember who said in chat the other day, I may be wrong, that they have started drawing again after 20 years. Was it you? Or I know there was someone who mentioned it. And yeah, obviously now I've got this set up, if I can get the tripod, then it's going to be easy for people to see drawings and anything that I do, where I do my artwork, and you want to see what I'm doing, even if I do little classes or something like that. So yeah, so welcome. Thank you for helping me move forward. Thank you. Yeah, it was you. I thought it was Claudia, and I'm glad that you're doing that, and I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope I can bring some things, like, you know, we can do, there's lots of arty bits I can do with drawing, how I do stuff, collaging, and you can learn from that. And it's very, this is why I do it, because it's very meditative for me. It's very healing. It's healing, and you can get a lot out as well. Oh, are you going, Christy? No, you're saying bye. So yeah, Kelly Jones, love your doodles. Your girl yesterday was beautiful. I can't remember what girl was it yesterday. Oh yeah, the one in the morning, because I did the dragon. We did the dragon. There he is. I don't know if it was Claudia, if you said, I don't know who asked for the dragon, but there's the dragon. And the dragon's sending love bombs at night. You know, it was a bit like the Look dragon, but we did it in different colours. Heart dragon. It's called Crystal. So, and then an artwork has a frequency as well, so you know. And then we've got this going on, haven't finished it yet. Angel A, thank you. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to sit here finishing the whole thing because I've got stuff to do, but this was basically the basics. And then when I've finished it and filled it in with a lot more stuff, I will show you next time I'm on. And then I'm going to be personally doing a lot more journaling on this channel, because remember, my channel's a mixed channel. I talk about many things. When the truth bombs come in certain ways, I'll be talking about them again, but I'm very, like I said the other day when I said, I'm lots of things. I'm not stuck in one thing. I'm lots of things, and I like to bring lots of things, but one of my favourite things is art. And I do believe, you know, we can put out in the world with our intentions and our imagination. That's what it's all about. But this also comes through from source and out, so we can manifest in many different ways. So I believe if we're also pumping out words, it's what you're doing. This is what I'm doing as well. So I'm doing prayer intentions, or you could say the good thoughts, in my artwork as well, which is in the physical. So it's all the same to me. Hi Sean Cook, sorry I got here late. It's alright, I know I'm going soon. I'll just stay on for a few more minutes, but I am basically going. So you'll see this emerge, but basically the story behind it is, and I'm going to be doing more of this with the stories behind my artwork. And there's more stuff coming. I've got, there's so many. I was in bed last night, I was like, yes, I'm going to be doing this, not for YouTube, something else, things in that I'm trying to get going that will take a bit of time in my other creative things that I'm doing. I'm like, beautiful. So the story goes so far. Once upon a time, on a place called Earth, I'm going to switch this off. Once upon a time on a place called Earth, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to swap my phone over because it's about to die and I'm not going to see you lot in chat. So let's get over there to Dolly. Before I go, so let's switch this off. Oh, I'm confused with all this. Right, so before I go, so let's switch this off. I thought I'd switch that down, but I didn't. So just put it with Bert. Oh, thank you, Sean Cook. Thank you, much appreciated. I'm not going to say because you've got to learn to accept. So, thank you very much from the US. Thank you. So the story goes, I'll put it towards good use. Thank you. And what is your little avatar? That's so cute. So the story goes, planet Earth, or the realm, or whatever you want to call it, it's fine. It's going through an ascension through many eons of time. I'm just putting this out there like this. You know, let's not be so, you know, got to have a laugh. Through many eons of time, the rippling out of people waking up has been happening. But now is a time like never seen before. And people are awakening on many different levels. Many different levels. They go through 1, 2, 3, many different awakenings of this and this. And they start to ascend in their own light, their starlight power. Remember, this title is not titled to this. And they start learning about them and how to be their higher self, or selves, you could say, and the energy that is pouring in through Source, God, universe, whatever you want to call it, doesn't really matter. God doesn't really matter what you call it either. Whatever you feel comfortable with. And with this, we have the eyes of consciousness of everybody, beings and all and everywhere, because it's omnipresent. And we are as well. We're multidimensional beings as well. And, you know, you've got all the planets that affect our energies. Everything around us affects our energies. This is why you've got to go in within yourself, like we've drawn the higher self person here with the third eye. Go within, look within with your inner eye and get your visions and your knowing there of you, because we all have it. Doesn't mean that someone else's is right for you, as I've said before. It's your inner knowing. The moon for intuitiveness, the love being put out here, the butterflies for transformation, and connecting to that will raise your vibrations to harmonise you within and make you not be so angry in the ways you may have been in the past, and waking up to yourself of being a more person that doesn't have to be triggered by things that really don't matter, but also finding the truth within yourself. Good morning, ladies and gents. Hope you're all having a good actual and yes. So we have to go. Yeah, catch you. Thank you for coming in, Indigo Rays. You know, so we're all doing this together because we all are one. The intersection of the cross, the heart, the intersections of both realms of consciousness is physical and non-physical, you could say. Well, it is. She's wearing the crown because she's Christed in the Christ-like consciousness of being aware that, you know, when you see so many get so angry, and then you're like, or a lot of people not standing in the sovereignty, you could say, with the, you know, that's where they're at and that's okay. We used to get angry about that, but that's where they're at, that's okay. Some are doing it because they think they're going to get in trouble. But I was just saying to Red Pill Pill today, it's so funny, like the parallel universe that is going on at the minute, the split, that's how I see it, is I can go out, not see certain things, don't get asked about certain things when I go in a shop, because it's, I'm not saying it's like you're on a different frequency, you are on a different frequency. So the people who are there with all that don't see it, as we know, because they've got their head stuck in too many other things. But people who are waking up like us and many other people out there, it's not just us, see that. But we also know not to get caught up in so much other stuff, you know, that me and Red Pill Phil have talked about in the past when we first came across each other, and things even Phil was into, and then you start moving away from it because like it was a good thing at the time. I know it means a lot, but when you look what's behind it, you know, people are getting angry and so forth and so on, and it's just learning to come out of it. And I will keep repeating this, some people don't like it, but I will keep repeating it, is coming out of the lower energies, which is all to do with fear-based, survival, jealousy, hate, all that. And that's not aimed at anyone, that's aimed at all that energy. Me, myself, everybody's coming out of that and they're raising above it. And that's why if something happens out there, situation at work with someone or whatever, and your initial thing is to go, "Ah," at first, which we all do or have done, instead you sit back for a little bit and go, does it really matter? Is it important? Does it really affect me? Does what their thing's saying affect me? Really? No. Does it, like I said, it doesn't mean you can't respond, it's just the way you react. So, and like I've said before, there's only a lighter frequency can only come in somewhere when the density's gone, and the density is being removed. The people, the energies of this very dark, nefarious energy that's been going on for time is being removed, because we can see the structures falling down. And we're not in the times of like, it's just going to go like that. This is going to go on for quite a while, but it's all being swept away. We're just pulling the weeds out the garden, and that's what's happening till all the minions have gone and everything that's all connected to it, and there'll be more light in the world than there was dark. It's just because the dark's been overruling. So, you know, it's going to get a bit more crazy, people are going to get more angrier, but as long as you stay in balance, it's going to be easier for the people in balance until it starts getting lighter. And just like Paul Boyce said, if you know who I'm talking about, the lovely Paul Boyce, the beginning of this year said this year's going to get a bit more crazy with what's going on. Yes, people can get hurt, die, this, that and the other and all that nasty stuff, but it's going to get easier to the end of this year. You've just got to keep yourself in check, keep doing the things that you love, and keep your mindsets in a higher frequency. Even if you're around friends and all that, it's just to know you've got to remember they're just where they're at, and that's where they're at. If they're not where you're at, that's fine, because where the world's going, they will get there at some point. They will get there at some time, so don't worry too much. It's not about the shouting and screaming, which I've done in the past. It's about moving from that. So it's a higher, your higher self, holding your light and blasting it out. Completely agree, Dolly, thank you. I'm weeding my garden, only positive. Yes, weed your garden of everything that does not resonate or align with you. That's people, things and situations, jobs, all sorts. You know, a lot of people say this, but the reason why a lot of people say it is because that's what's going on. It's not because someone's doing something or stealing something, it's what's going on in the world. So a lot of people are talking about the same things, maybe different words. You know, people go to the people they resonate with how they understand, and that's what I do as well. Thank you, Angel A. So really, this story is the story of us, and it's what's happening. No one's coming here to save us. There's guidance. People help guide other people as well, but you have to do the work. Well, everyone says this. It is true. You have to do the work, because you cannot cheat a test. It's a test. I've said before. I've said again and again. I said the other week, it's an initiation in yourself. You're being tested to see. You get situations thrown at you. When I read the book out, The Little Soul, what was it called? The Little Sun and the Soul. That's basically what we're doing. You will get people in situations thrown at you. I do. And I just look at them and that energy and go, that's what I don't want to be, so I'll push forward in my own light. Or you can let it drag you down. You have the choice. And other people in lower realms should look at like, oh, I need to hire myself. How do I do that? And then you just start looking at what you love and you start rising. Any situation you're in, you know, don't call it bad, don't call it this, don't call it that, because you're going to bring more of it in. This is why people say, oh, when people think positive, well, it is a thing that connects up, and like I've said before, like attracts like. The universe gives you more of what you focus on, what you speak, what you say, and what you do. So it's how you start your day. Something knocks you down, someone says something at work, or your kids do something, or something annoys you. Just go back in self and reflect and think, how am I going to react to my kids now? How am I going to react to this? Do I want this? Because it's just going to feed back more into that negative energy of that timeline, which we're all coming away from. So it's up to you at the end of the day. Thank you, Sean Cook. I'm going to have to leave. I'm going to have to love you and leave you. That's all right. I've got to love you and leave you now. I'm just going to have a bit more of my chakra. So what I'll do is I'll finish this off at some point, maybe tonight in bed or something, because that's what I do. Sometimes I draw things at different times, finish them off later. It's very therapeutic. Whether it'll be black or white, I might do it in colour, I don't know. But like I said, I'm going to be doing more art in videos. And thank you to the lovely Claudia and Sean for that. I will get a tripod to put over the top when I can get that. And that'll be brilliant, because that will help you see instead of me doing this when my arm's in the way, because I think you'd probably rather see it. If I hold this up, it's just because of the wires, it would be more like over the, see, this has got big feet on it, I don't want to drop it. It would be, I'd get it in focus, but it would be more sort of like, where would I, yeah, it would be more over the top sort of thing. So you could probably see, not with this, because this is not the right thing. It's not the right thing. So like I said, for the people who want to do some more journaling, which through journaling, it will help you with the process of what's going on in the world, and will keep you, you know, while you're learning about yourself and you're learning about your self-development and your soul development and your soul retrieval, while we're watching the crazy things going on in the world, you know, this show that's going on that we've all been invited to, you can keep yourself calm in your books, because you can write in your journals. I have write your journals as well, and you can just draw. If you're a bit more visual, you can draw and do a little bit of writing like I do, and it keeps you centered. It actually keeps you grounded, because you can get it all out. And sometimes if you're just drawing and you don't know what you're drawing, you'll look back and go, oh my god, that's just come out, and actually it's telling a story, and actually it's, you know, it's a visual on paper. That's how I believe it works, because God works through you in so many ways. It channels through you, the energy channels through you, because it's within you, and mine comes out on paper. So that's how I see it. So, you know, I have said this before, I wanted to do more art, but I didn't know about this setup, like I said, but now I'm getting used to doing it and all that. So I think I had some card pull this morning that I just wanted to show you. I think it was this one before I go. I just check. Yeah. The message today was, I'm just going to quickly go through. It was King of Pentacles, red, action. You've got to put the action behind the things that you want to bring in. I'm just doing this very quickly. People looking out to brighter days. There's a world there, and a camper van travelling, and your passions, because it's wands. People are thinking a lot about what they're going to do when all this is over, because we know this is going to change. We're not going to be staying in this whole shitty lockdown stuff. We know what it's a part of. Thinking about the things you want to do, and thinking about the things you want to do when we are all, everyone, we're not in this situation we're in, because we will move from it. We're all going to be hugging each other a lot more. You're going to be wanting to see people a lot more. I know people are thriving from that. We're not going to be in. We're going to be out more. We're going to be out more this summer and connecting to people in real life. The Seven of Swords, you know, you've got to move towards your light. This guy's crouching down like a ninja. You've got to do your own thing. We're not interested in what others are saying. This is to do with Swords, his thoughts. You know, these birds are squawking, but he's got their feathers in the back. He's like, I'm not bothered. You know, move on from that. Moving towards the light. Doing your thing, putting your intentions out. We've got balance, because both realms need to be in balance. This is Pentacles again. This can be to do with projects and things you're bringing in. It's earthly as well, but Pentacles, see the bag down here and the bag up there. It's to do with balance. This is what needs to come in with action and intentions. That's what you need behind it. And then we're dancing to the beat of our own drum. You know, people being happy, alive, the joyful energy. Also, it looks like festivals, because there's lots of people. We're talking about festivals again, and Rainbow. Is Rainbow Wizard still in? Because I don't know what you're doing with your festival, but you know, people that I'm around, and my fella love going to festivals. She's got dreads in as well, which I love. You know, there was different festivals that they put off till next year, last year till this year, the next year. Some are saying they're opening little ones, some are saying they're not. We may be getting to one, but we'll just see how it goes this summer. But yeah, but mainly people enjoying themselves again and getting out with people. We've got the Chariot, number 7. Things are coming in your way. We've got the black and white merged together, you could say, working in both ways, but the cosmic energy coming in, you know, destiny. We've got this one the other day with the yak. We say the yak is our fam. Moving forward, moving on, letting go, moving away from all them things. It's wands as well, so it's your passions, the things that you love to do. You're packing up, you're moving forward, you're letting things, people and situations that you don't need anymore. You're just moving on, basically. We've got putting your intentions out. I'm just quickly going through these. The saving money. We've got Pentacles again. Maybe you're looking to travel, but there's this abundance is coming in, money maybe, finances, whatever. We've got the Ace of Swords, which is thoughts. We are spiraling up with thoughts. What is coming in? Don't listen to the things going on without you. You're listening to yourself, and we are spiraling up. We are not spiraling down that staircase. We are not walking down that staircase. We are ascending. And then the last one was Temperance. Well, this one is about, you could say, waiting. Now, there's a lot of things we are waiting for, and with linear time down here, it's hard, but you have got the dark and light. Dark to light, baby. You know what I'm talking about, if you know what I'm talking about. Dark to light. There is temperance, there is waiting, and we've, you know, patience is a virtue. Yeah. And we are. And you can see that human form, angel form behind him as well, because, you know, we are, when the right time is right, things will be said, brought to light, which they are being brought to light. But I just quickly wanted to put that out for you all, because that's what I got in this morning. I do the cards differently. It's more intuitively with what's coming in and all that. That looked like free spell check. Patience. Yeah, patience is a virtue. So as I said again, go forth and shine your starlight on our Earth star, because she's going to an Earth and ascending with us as well. We're getting help from all over. We are multidimensional as well, and we've got to tune into that, and you can when you go within. But we're here to do this ourselves. This is why the world is standing up, and the video that I put up on my community page of the guy in the church shouting out to the good stopper, to the police, that's going on because people all over the world are standing up. People can laugh and say, oh yeah, but that's only a part of this little part. Yeah, but people are awakening, and they're telling people, and they're standing up, and you should have seen their faces. It was like, and you know, if you're a watcher and you're watching what's going on around the world, you can basically see the structures falling down. And it's not because the same structures coming in that was there before are structures coming in. The intentions that we've been putting out for eons, the missions that we came to do. Hi, Effie, and everybody's mission is different. High Phoenix frequency, so you know, everyone has a different mission. You've got to remember to stay in your mission and stop getting caught up in other people's bull crap, the world's bull crap, the media bull crap, whatever's going on, and stand in your light, and don't let any of that affect you, because the dark forces know they do work through people. Entities do work through people to try and bring certain things down, and there's much more many weird things going on than a lot of people understand, especially the muggles, but they'll get there as well, so that's all I can say. So I may colour this one in. It may be black and white. It may be black and white with a bit of colour. But yes, I got a ticket day before yesterday. See you in court, a-hole. Light was yellow. What was that? That's really funny. I got a ticket by before yesterday. See you in court, a-hole. Light was yellow. Oh, that's funny. Dark to light, exactly, Sean, where we go when we got, exactly. Yeah, and we've all got them tickets, like, see you in court, you know, there's... Who put something out the other day? I can't remember, but it's about those dark forces being brought down, and they are, and they will be eradicated. So, you know, this is why I say, people, you can right or wrong by just start being your higher self and really looking into what it is you want to bring to the earth, and what do you want, what blueprint do you want to leave, what legacy do you want to leave? Do you want to be known as somebody who just was very negative, or do you want to be known as, because that's where I think you'll come back. If you don't learn your lessons, you'll come back round. Who wants to do that? Nah. So and learn it all from the beginning instead of learning it from, you know. So anyway, yes, empty vessels are being used. Yes, they are. And they're emptied by the lower frequencies, in the things that they watch and do, of all that brainwashing stuff, and that other energy gets in that way by the thing, that sort of thing. So yes, Sean Cook, exactly. We all express it differently, but I think we all resonate with the understanding of, you know, what's going on. More is being shown every day. It is Effie, and this is why I've said to people, you know, people used to laugh at me ages ago, and there's certain people that went and came back and they're like, oh yeah, we can see it now, and I'm like, yes, because this has never happened before on this scale worldwide. We're in it together. We all know that, you know, the thing that's going out, the virus, which is the TV and stuff, what they put out, you know, we all know we're in it together, because this is why they put this out, because they're trying to pull the ascension down of everybody all over the world, and it's not happening. It's not happening because we've already won up there. It's just bringing it here and standing in our truth and being a sovereign being with what you believe in. Here's me off in a good mood too. Let's talk about their shite response time to emergency come. Oh yeah, I mean, it's everywhere, Angel A, but things are changing. You just got to stand, put it out, and just, you know, stand. Yeah, and the TV just needs chucking out, basically, doesn't it? They are the virus, do you know what I'm saying? So, no, exactly, Sean. But you know, there's people who have in my family, and I've said, but remember, you came in, you had a choice. It's like you decided to do what you were going to do before you came here, and if that was one of it, I guess that was one of it. But yeah, knuckle up time. Yeah, knuckle up, or we should say, let's buckle up, because this is going to be a bumpy ride this year, but it's going to get better before it's going to start. I'm personally seeing the better, the good willed, and more of that. But you're going to see with that a lot of the not so good, but you have to see that to push you to the light and push you to turn that corner or go through another door. So yeah, so don't get triggered if we see more badness. It only means more goodness is coming, because that's being unearthed. And we have to, you know, like I said, pull all the last weeds out, and that's what it is. So, you know, I can't remember what I said this morning to someone. It's just like I said, it's just thrashing at the minute. More and more people are actually asking questions. Hallelujah. Yes, they are, and you're supposed to question everything, and the question everything is a quest on. You're on a quest when you start questioning things, and that's where their journey will begin. Where we all started, no matter when we woke up, doesn't really matter, because it's not about the past, it's about the now. So, with that, oh, thank you. Yeah, it just came in this morning, and funnily enough, and then I saw Red Pillfield talk about it. I was just laughing. So I was like, I've just been drawing. So I'll show you this when it's finished. I will be doing more. Thank you so much to Claudia and Sean. Thank you so much. And I will see you very soon. Have a great Wednesday. Is it Wednesday today? I think the energy of today is communication. We are communicating, so that's brilliant. And I will see you very soon. Have a brilliant week. I don't know when I'll be back on, but like I said, I'm going to be trying to do some more morning videos. It's just to get me used to this setup, because I came on before, got off, couldn't get back on. I had to faff about, and then I actually got to do it. So I'm gonna try for an early morning one tomorrow. She says, we'll see. This one went a bit tits up, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so thanks all for coming in, and I'll see you very soon, and I'll show you the end result of this. Have a good day, and see you later. Bye. Remember, do what you love.